morning. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining us today. And if you're new here, thank you for coming. If you're someone that's been here for a while and watching, welcome again, and we're glad to have you back. We are at the allotment garden and got a lot of work to do today. We got rain coming in, forecast I think for like the next 7 days. So we're going to work on that. I see a lot of weeds that need to be pulled, so I'm going to be working on that. And then we're going to be planting some of our fall beans that we need to get started. So come on, come join me. And before we get started, don't forget, like and subscribe to this video, comment below, hit the notification bell so that you can see more videos soon. So before we start doing the weeding thing, we are over here at the herb box at the allotment garden. And I'm going to turn you around so that you can see what's going on. Alright, so you can see that our sage is doing really well. I'm going to be trimming that down today. Take home and dehydrate. And then our parsley is coming along quite nicely. And our wild thyme. Then we have our dill. We'll be cutting some of that too, because we'll be making 5-day pickles here pretty soon. And our chives. And as I said earlier, we're going to be planting some of our fall veggies. And I thought, since there's still quite a bit of room here in the herb box, that I go ahead and plant some of it in here so I don't have to worry about it too much in the larger garden. So today we have our Utah celery. We're going to try that today. And some of our carrots. This is the Organic Seeds Nantes carrots. And then I have the Danber half long carrots. So we're going to go ahead and plant those in this garden here. See if I can set you up somewhere here. Looks like the sage may be in the way. Let's try right here. And I'm just going to make a row here. Nothing too deep. Just enough to lay the carrot seed down. You can see it's like just right here. Alright. Put you back down here for a second. Maybe move you over here. Let's see if this works better. Yep, perfect. And in this row, we're just going to put a couple carrots. Like I said, we don't plant too largely here. Here. Kind of a learning experience with this garden over here this year. But the seeds are very small. So we're just going to plant them here. Usually I like to plant at least 2 for better germination. I have not had too much success with carrots. But we'll try again this year. So you're just going to barely cover this over. Nothing too heavy. Carrots like to have a very easy ground to grow in, so I'm hoping that the herb box, there will be enough that will help those out. So the seeds are in here. You just Just barely cover it. Now you can put a burlap over this until it germinates, if you like, so that the carrots don't get washed around with the rain. Excuse me. I took my allergy pill this morning. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I am allergic to the nightshade family, which really breaks my heart because I love my tomatoes. But I took my allergy pill this morning, and I'm hoping that will help. I know this isn't a nightshade, so that's okay, but I did do that just to kind of offset some of the red devil eyes, as I called it. Hopefully it will help. I'll have to let you know. But I'm going to move on. I'm going to continue to plant some more carrots, and then we'll move on to the celery. So in this area here, we're going to be planting a couple celeries. With celery, you do not have to also, as far as like the carrots, you don't have to really dig any trenches for them. I just take a couple and lay them on the very top here, and then just take a little bit of dirt and cover them up. They don't like to be covered deeply either. The seeds are so small. So that's it. Basically just cover that up, and we'll be getting some sprouts here probably in the next couple weeks. So I got most of the weeding done. I think it'll be okay. Have to get to the rest to another day. Tell you what, if I can give you any advice, if you're going to plant a garden, take this advice very seriously. Get you weed fabric. I did that at the apartment garden. I did not do that here. Like I said, this allotment garden is a experimental garden, just to see how the ground is. And if we get fruit, we get fruit. That's perfect. Or harvest, I should say. But get the weed fabric, because weeding can wear you out. We're getting ready to go ahead and harvest. We got a lot of things that are ready. As I said earlier, I want to make a 5-day pickle recipe that I have. I'm going to can, so you guys will get to enjoy that too. But I'm going to turn you around and show you what we are harvesting today. Then I'm also going to tie up some of the tomatoes because they're ready to be tied up to the next part of the Florida weave. So let's turn you around and show you what's going on. So if you look here, this pepper's growing nicely, not ready, but growing. And then we have this beautiful little green pepper growing here. It's not quite ready either. But we have lots of banana peppers growing. This one is definitely ready, so I'm going to be snipping that off. Look at that. That'll go in my little handy dandy bag here, my little garden bag. Oops, not drop it on the ground. And this one here is not quite ready, and there's some little ones there. Those are not ready as well, so we'll let them go a little bit longer. And here we have some more banana peppers. These are, they could be harvested now, but I'm going to let it go a little bit longer. And over here we have our jalapenos. They're almost ready as well. This one could go another day or two. You know what? Yeah, I think we'll let it go another day or two. Then we'll move on over here. This one's really tall. And here we have another one that looks like it is ready, so we'll snip it. And then here's a huge one back here. Gonna snip that one too. Look at that one. That one's really big. Let's see. Oh, look at this down here. Isn't that beautiful? And we have some more growing here. Not quite ready. Oh, I seen, nah, that one, I will let that one go too. But look at this corn, y'all. Huge. A lot more than, grew a lot more since the last time we were here. I'm gonna walk over here and stand next to this one. Maybe you can get a good standpoint here. How tall that is. Now, it's about another foot down, so it's probably, if I stand up straight, taking that foot down further, it's probably about the same height as me, maybe even a little bit taller. Look at our zucchini. That thing is huge. Let's see what we got down here. Oh yeah. Definitely see some that are ready. And we're going to go ahead and snip this one right here. Maybe I should let it go a little bit longer. How about this one? No. See, I don't want my zucchini to get too large because then it tends to get a little bitter. I'm going to go ahead and take that one. This one is ready as well. See if there's any more hiding down here. I have one right there, but it could go a little longer. Let me see cucumbers that are ready. So, there's two. They will be going home with me today. Let me check some more here. These leaves are so big. Let me go ahead and put you guys down for a minute and I'm going to continue harvesting. I usually don't let my pickles get as big as the first ones that I picked off, but they got away with me, if you can see the difference. Let's see here. Let's turn you around. As you can see the difference here, this one's really large, and then here's the smaller one. I like the smaller one for pickles, but this one will do just as well since it's a 5-day pickling recipe. So, now that I've got the cucumbers and the zucchinis harvested for today, I went ahead and staked up the tomato plants to the Florida weave. Turn you around here so that you can see that. As you can see, it's working great. It gives me plenty of room to walk through. A lot of blossoms, a lot of green tomatoes. Here's the cherry tomatoes coming along really nicely. You come over here and we have the Roma tomatoes. And then these are jet stars. So we're getting a lot of green tomatoes, a lot of growth. Very excited about that. Down here is a whole cluster of larger ones. That makes me excited that I'm seeing all that, and that means lots and lots of tomato sauces, pizza sauces, salsa, all that wonderful, beautiful stuff that I get to can this year. more of the cherry tomatoes over here. Have it. Today's little harvest. It's not a lot, but it's enough to make me happy. If you see this here, this is a mini bell pepper. They don't get much bigger than this. I went ahead and pulled it off, and we'll try it for dinner tonight. And the cucumbers are doing very well. And then of course our zucchini and our banana peppers. And there you have it. So got a lot of work done today in the allotment garden that needed to be done. Like I said, it shows rain like in the next 7 days. Now that can be good and that can be bad. So it'll be good for the garden, but if we get too much rain, sometimes that can cause rot, like on especially things that's close to the ground. So I went ahead and trimmed the tomatoes at the bottom, the tomato plants I should say, at the bottom, so that hopefully none of the leaves are touching the ground. And then went ahead and harvested the zucchini because it was on the ground as well, and I know it can get bigger. I know that. And I don't like to harvest too early, but with all the rain coming, I was afraid that it would cause it to rot since it was laying on the ground. But it'll still be good. It'll be tender. The skin will be tender. It'll be juicy. We don't really cook too much with zucchini. So what I like to do with zucchini is I will take it home, wash it real well, then I will shred it, and then I put it in individual bags for the freezer. And the reason I do that is because I like to make zucchini bread all throughout the year. So that's what I do with the zucchini. Now my brother and his family, they eat zucchini with meals, so they got a zucchini today as well, and they got some cucumbers in there. So that's about it, really. That's what we've been working on. Hopefully I'll get enough cucumbers this week that I can go ahead and start the 5-day pickle recipe that I'm going to be filming or videoing, I should say, and showing you all how to do that. It is my husband's grandmother's recipe, so I would like to be able to replicate that as much as I can. Replicate, is that a word? Replicate, I think. But anyway, regardless, you know what I'm saying. I'm going to go ahead and try that, and as we all know, really, we can't put that touch that our grandmothers put in food. I know that, like my nanny, she made the best homemade noodles ever, and I've tried it, and to me, they're really good, but there's just something about our grandmothers, what they used to do. I don't know if there's a secret ingredient that none of us know. I'm sure it's just lots of love, as my nanny used to always say. I just put a pinch of love in there. So I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope to have another video out again. Like I said, a lot of you were interested in having more videos put out during the week, so I'm up to 2, and we'll see how that goes. And please, if you will, as I said at the beginning of the video, if you're new here, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you can follow us along in our journey here in Paisley's life in the garden. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for being with us. Thank you for our support. We really appreciate it. We love you all. And remember, share, share, share.